Now, our former colleague, Beccy Barr, was described as a woman of remarkable achievements in everything she turned her hand to, as family and friends paid tribute at her funeral today. The 46-year-old from Lancaster, who left presenting this programme to retrain as a firefighter, died last month after being diagnosed with abdominal cancer. Kevin Fitzpatrick reports.
A guard of honour from the Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service and the Girl Guides welcomed the funeral cortege as it arrived at a crematorium in Milnthorpe in Cumbria. Around 200 people had gathered to pay their respects to a woman considered a friend and inspiration to many. After being diagnosed with incurable cancer last year, Beccy had planned her funeral and chosen some readings. It was an emotional day for her friends who she'd asked to speak.
It was a real privilege to be asked to be involved in the service today, and we just wanted to do her proud and I suppose give everybody a flavour of what she meant to us and what she meant to our friends and her family.
Her main aim throughout the whole illness was to make sure Hannah was prepared, Hannah, her daughter, prepared for what was to come, and that was really her focus was always on other people, not on her, and that's very typically Beccy.
Absolutely.
In a stellar broadcasting career, Beccy worked as a business reporter and presenter before returning to her roots here in the northwest.
We loved it when on the Friday night occasionally we would present the main programme and it was a Lancaster takeover. She was incredibly proud to come from Lancaster, from Lancashire, brilliant at broadcasting but brave to say, right, I want to do something else, and became a brilliant firefighter.
It was a change of career that took many by surprise, but in the 5 years she was with the Lancashire service, Beccy made a big impact on her colleagues.
When she came in, everyone was a little bit suspicious. They thought she might be doing some kind of panorama documentary, and they were always a bit sceptical about why she was coming to the fire service, but I just think she genuinely loved people, she wanted a change, and she was such a brilliant person to work with in the end, and we all absolutely loved working with her.
Away from work, it was time with her daughter that Beccy cherished, and she became active in the Girl Guides as a leader with a local group.
It was a lovely service. It was very touching and very personal, but it was Beccy all over. It showed all her characteristics. She led it the way she wanted to. She inspired people even today, and that was what was important.
Beccy said she'd wanted hers to be an example of how to die well, with grace and acceptance. Described today as a formidable friend and a force of nature, it was a celebration of the life she'd lived. Kevin Fitzpatrick, BBC North West Tonight.